Witch Doctor now, Sun goes through, ES on top of it. There is a mini VS there, getting healed up by SP. He still is taking a lot of damage there. Maldic will finish him off. Witch Doctor casting the ulti from down inside the river. Still managed to get the kill, but it wasn't enough to actually finish off the Shadow Priest, who's still there. But with Enigma, and as well as all 5 heroes here for Aeon, and they know they're going to make it in. They're about to make one in the tier 1 tower here on the middle lane.
Well, do you think they're going to take the level 2 tower?
Yeah, easy tower. They won't go for 2 though. There's way too much pressure.
The Enigma still does have Black Hole, right?
Yeah, but there's no real reason to actually cast the Black Hole if you don't need to. It's a big thing too. When Enigma casts that Black Hole, you know for about another minute and a half you're safe. You can stick together, you can really group up, and you can really attack it. The more you keep that Black Hole as an intimidation factor, the better it actually gets for the Enigma and for the Aeon side. They know this, they know they've got to try and push it, and that's exactly what they want to try and stay on top of.
Well, the Draw Ranger is having fun at the bottom lane, and she does have his threats. Do you think she's going to go for like a convention item like, what, a Lotus for herself?
More than likely you want to go with maybe a bit of a Manta. Well, Lotus wouldn't be a bad idea.
The Spirit Bear does spot the Roshaning right there, and I'm not sure if they're going to try to prevent Dan from taking out the Roshan, but we'll see what happens later on. And you do see the Draw Raging backing away from the bottom lane, and the scattering going off at the river. But yeah, like I said, item build.
Yeah, item build's a little bit interesting. Earthshaker, he's got the best item of the game for him, which is the Soul Ring up for him. Lion, he's still short of that 2150 that he needs for that Blink Dagger, which they do really want for the initiation on him in. The range for initiation is just so much larger. Enigma as well might go for the Blink Dagger. The mid tower is getting pushed itself down right now with Batrider setting everything on fire. There's still a bear on the front lines. Between him and his Spirit Bear, he's got more than enough power to push through. Drow Ranger at the moment. Actually, I remember seeing a game recently. I can't remember where it actually came from, but an SMY build on Drow Range. It's been a while since I've ever seen something like that, apart from Heroes of New Earth. But basically, DOTA is the where we're at today. 3-6, 13 minutes and 54 seconds into this game at the moment. Just moving up towards that top lane. Still a Bear and SP teaming themselves up once again. Once again, also good to see the Arcane Boots. An item which has been brought into DOTA recently, and of course it is a great item too for all those Intel heroes.
It's kind of like a mini Arcane Ring.
Yeah, basically.
Well, you do see that the Batrider does have Dagger. It's going to be easy for him to engage, just blink in and, you know, pull someone and Firefly all over the place. That's going to be a spot of trouble for the Skirts right now. They kind of like need to hold their towers. And there you go, a blinking coming in from the Batrider, and a stun there goes off onto the Batrider. Goes off onto the WD, and the Enigma is going to back off. They're not going to choose, they're choosing not to engage, but the Lion
finger!
And he does oh my god, a root that goes off onto the Lion, he gets taken down by the Stila Bear. Well, I would think that they're like hesitating, like should we go, should we not go? And Lion actually decided to go in and get a finger, and the Spirit Bear did get a root onto him. Otherwise, I don't think that he would have died.
They should have actually got Shadow Priest then, but the finger from Lion on the top of the shallow grave from Henke. He knew it was coming, he lives through it, and because 2 of the Scourge go down, say goodbye to the top 2 towers up the top. ES puts the Fissure out, cancelling that TP back in towards the middle lane. There will be another 2 actually following that down, and with the 2 TPs, of course, it does actually delay the time it takes for Batrider to actually come in there. But with that Blink Dagger, such a great initiation, gets 2 kills and 2 towers up on the top lane. Great play by XTC.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen the Enigma's Black Hole yet, but I'm very sure that once he gets the item he needs, like, you know, like his Dagger, we're gonna see more engagements doing for the script. So I don't know why I'm eating my words today. I'm like so nervous because I'm watching the games this way. But yeah, Witch Doctor, recently Earn has been really useful for him because he does have a heal, and his Earn can like help heal his teammate also. So he's like what? He's like the new, what do you call it? New Leech, because Leech used to be the one who gets like mecha healing items and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a good transition that's actually come across now. It's to actually note at the moment, there's not a single Scourge hero showing himself in the lane. They're all completely disappeared at the moment. But the Sentinel, they're also the same. So a lot of these teams, they've got to keep that vision up. They've got to know where it's coming. We've talked about it before. We've just mentioned it again too. The fact we are casting live here, so the players don't actually, well, they can actually hear us, sorry, but they don't actually know what the other team is doing. Hence, we don't call. We only call what both teams actually know. So that's why if you do see the fact that we see a ward somewhere or we don't see a ward somewhere and we don't comment, that's actually why it's happening, Kelly. It's, yeah, fair play for all teams.
Yeah, So Enigma is gonna probably be like near. Would he be near his dagger at this point in time? 16 minutes is about time for a dagger, right?
Also 16 minutes isn't too bad. It's slightly delayed from where we'd like it to be. But there's only so far you can go. It's like Enigma, I think he's died maybe once or so. We'll bring it up very, very quickly. Yeah, we got 1 death, 2 assists, 1 kill. So that does actually set you back. Every single time you die, of course, you lose the gold, sets you back a little bit there. If you can't get your farm up the way you want it to, like, it slows you down as well. So you just got to keep your eyes open for that one. As well as the bottom lane now being pressured. Batrider's there, Syllabear's on the front lines, in goes the heal, the Roar going up for a little bit, giving that Spirit Bearer a little bit more power to actually hit with. But this tier 2 tower, they can't let it go undefended. Lion's going to be the first to show his head. Now they might make the move. In comes the Fissure. Look for the black hole. Is it there? They're pulling him off the side. Now the black hole goes. It's got 4 of them. Batrider still attacking from the side. They've got Maledict on top. What a play with the Witch Doctor rolling, hitting them all in the middle of that too. ES comes down, and what a fantastic, unfortunately saving Batrider's life that way. Fissure goes through. Finally brings him down. I was really worried about that. Obsidian Destroyer, Astral imprisoned the Batrider. At the same time, ES came in for his ulti, so he basically did him a bit of a favour. But they still get the kill. 4 goes through. We'll go for another save game as well, with that last battle going off.
Yeah, fantastic black hole there by the Enigma, and you know the ES was kind of trapped at the side. He couldn't come in for Echo, but he did come in and managed to take someone down. Also, the OD does have a Mystic Star, which means he's close to what? His Hex? It's really near, right? I mean, you can almost smell it, and once he has Hex and there's a black hole, there's Echo, there's going to be a problem during engagement for the Sentinel team. Sentinel team probably needs to keep up by, you know, Syllabear needs to farm more, get some like stronger items, get more tank items, but you did see the Batrider did do an engage very well, and the Lion actually daggered in straight into the engagement and just open stun, and he managed to impel like 3 people with like a straight line.
Yeah, it was a great maneuver, but really the big thing that won that last fight is the black hole. You've got to keep your eyes open for it, and that's what I was talking about before, with the fact like if that black hole goes off, you know you can group up, you know you can actually go into their engagements, and it gives XTC just that little bit more confidence to actually push themselves out a little bit further. But now they've got to be a little bit more careful. There's a bit more farm going up. So that Drone Ranger with the Yasha will complete that to Manta. Not as powerful as it used to be, but still an awesome item on the Drone Ranger, especially when she goes for that raw DPS, including the extra attack. But it's absolutely fantastic. Shadow Priest, though, keep your eyes open very, very closely for how he actually goes. At the moment, he's just running himself around, I think, with a just a standard points booster. So nothing massive for him. But all the other lanes at the moment, they're going pretty free at the moment. Just the mid being held up here by Drone Ranger.
Well, the Drone Ranger is really close to his Manta already, though.
It is.
So.
He is.
Do you think it's more beneficial for Sentinel or Scourge team if they do an early push? Who would gain more if there's an early game push?
Aeon needs the early game push to actually stay in it. If XTC, which is exactly what they did on the top lane, they've taken all the tier 1s, they grabbed the tier 2 on the top lane as well after a very, very good engagement. Something like that is something that can win you a game. Something that early on is just like, wow, we've got so much map control now. The Scourge neutrals are still a dangerous place to be. And we can really keep the pressure on them nicely. So it's just one of those things that you just look and say, XTC, they look better for a late game, but of course you still have a lot of pressure, a lot of stun, a lot of disable that will come out from this Aeon side. They just can't let it go too long, and they can't rely too much on that Enigma black hole. It's great if it works. If it doesn't, though, everything goes horrendously wrong. So it's all up to that Enigma to actually get it right. And the Manta's actually now completed as well on Drone Ranger. You were so right.
Well, as you can see, Batrider is going for a BKB. So he's going to be like the team main engager. He's going to blink in and on his BKB, just pull someone important out. Especially what? I don't think you want to put an Enigma out because you'll be spamming. Spamming.
Enigma can sit there. Enigma can sit there. You want to try and take out the big heroes on the other lineup. So obviously even just a semi-stun, pull Lion out of the mix, don't let him go off. ES, you don't want that Fissure to go off. Manta has actually gone off now on Ray. They're going to push this tier 2 tower. Glimpse goes off. Will there actually be a defense to follow it? I highly doubt it. And it is Ray that does get the last hit there with his illusions. able to actually do a lot of damage to that tower as well as push it quite easily. So tier 2 tower down now. It just seems like XTC are like, you know what? Let's just play for map position. Tier 2 tower in the middle is the next one. We'll keep the lanes pushed, try and split them up, so the Enigma can't get nultied, everyone can just hit on top of us. Basically, split them up, push them out, and see if we can get an opening for a Rax.
I mean, Draw Ranger does have insane damage at the moment. As long as she doesn't get catch, like, she stays behind, just pure DPS, she doesn't even have to do anything. She's gonna be like, easily just take out like, both the Lion and the Enigma or the ES. Well, but the ES, you know, so that's gonna be like a game changer.
You do need to take one of those key support heroes out at the moment. I love the fact that Henki is just running through the Sentinel neutrals and one of the conversions spots him on the way through. It's just like, damn, I was hoping my presence in the mid would be a secret, but obviously not anymore. So look for that mid lane. Once again, all the heroes leaving the lanes. And it's a big thing that's been happening from XTC as well as Aeon, trying to keep their presence actually very, very hidden. Bar Draw Ranger, who wants to stay in those lanes, keep herself farmed up and then move herself out. Ogre Rax on top of her.